The good news is it's not an aneurysm. That's how my neurologist broke to me the fact that I had a brain tumor. Hello, my name's Winfield Strock. Most people call me Win. I'm one of the authors at Valhalla Books, and this is my first video, my introduction to you. Hopefully, some great readers out there. Anyhow, back to the story. So, back in 2007, right after I retired after a 23-year career in the Navy, I was trying to find my second career, and my wife noticed on a bright sunny day that my right eye was super dilated. Sunny outside. Normally your eyes are little pinhole pupils, but my right eye was kind of big. So she asked me, she says, do you have a concussion? Did you have an accident at work? I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. So she said, we need to get you to a doctor. So I go to the eye doctor. Eye doctor says, you got to go see your doctor right away. You have third nerve damage in your optic nerve. So I go to that guy and he says, you need to see a neurologist right away. I see that guy. He says, you need an MRI right away. And then he says, it's either a brain tumor or it's an aneurysm. So I was thinking about, some activities at the house. And I was like, hey, I was thinking about mowing the lawn. Is that okay? And he's like, oh, no, I wouldn't even get constipated if I were you. An aneurysm is like this time bomb. Any amount of stress, any amount of exertion, and it could blow. So you need to take it easy, wait for the MRI results, and then we'll see what we do from there. So shortly after that, got the MRI, got it figured out, and found out that I indeed had a meningioma. It was wrapped around my optic nerve, right around this guy right back here, resting up against my carotid artery down inside my skull, right up against my brain, and it needed to come out. You can barely see that. No, maybe you can see it okay here, but I got a scar there. So it told me it had to come out. And for a couple of months, I kept going back and forth with the doctor. And what I didn't know was that doctor was very scared to have the surgery. He was scared to do it. He was telling me it was going to be like a 20-hour surgery, that he was going to have to take off half my face, and I would probably lose function. I would lose the ability to use that half of my face, and that he was going to have to hold my brain in one hand while he used a knife to cut the tumor out with the other hand. And, there's nothing I can do about that. If that's the game plan, that's the game plan. So I said, okay, well, let's do it. And he hauled around. He had a couple of excuses, a couple of procedures he wanted me to do before that. And then finally I get a call from him, and he says, hey, I got a family emergency. I got to go back to Brazil. I'm turning you over to somebody else. And so I think, oh my gosh, here we go. I'm going to have to go through all this crap all over again. But I see this guy, and as soon as I see him, he says, okay, well, we need to operate right away. And I'm like, awesome, let's do that. And as he describes the process, I'm like, what about the part where you hold my brain in your hand while you cut the tumor out? And he's like, whoa, no, I wouldn't do that. That's crazy. What I'm going to do is you're going to be strapped into a bed, and that bed is going to tilt so that your brain rests in the top of your skull like a bowl. And then I'm going to take part of your face off, about a quarter of it. And then I'm going to have this gadget that's like part water gun, part vacuum cleaner. And I'm going to blast that tumor into like a soup or a pudding and then suck it right out. And so that's what happened. And they did a great job. I did end up going into a coma coming out of that. And they were not really optimistic about how that was going to turn out. But after 5 days, I woke up. I was wondering why the hell I went to sleep on a Sunday and now it's Wednesday. But so that's what happened. And, after that kind of an event, without, I didn't have like this light bulb go off, but I just started looking at life differently. And it took a couple of years for me to look back and go, I'm looking at life differently. And the thing is some things the world wants you to think are important. And some things really are important. But there's other things that, you can let them go. You can not worry about them. Let somebody else worry about them. And there are things like, finding some sort of satisfaction in your life. I feel like that's important. So that's when I really started taking my writing seriously. I started putting a lot of effort into learning how to do it better, learning how to craft a story better, and I started taking a lot of pleasure in actually helping other people do the same thing. Because as I met with other people and got their constructive criticism and improved from it, I realized that maybe I could be a blessing to them and others the same way that they were a blessing to me. So that way I was, I got involved into writers groups. I got involved into critique groups, judged a couple writing contests. And I like to do whatever I can to improve my writing and to help other people improve. And so that's where I'm at. I love writing stories. I recently got a chance to edit John Stamp's second book of his series and loved working with him. I loved editing his work. I feel like he and I write similarly in terms of the way we tell a story, and he was able to surprise me, to amuse me, and to intrigue me all in that book. So I really enjoyed doing it. And I've known Adam for years, since I think 2014. Great guy, tons of energy, always a positive outlook. So I really enjoy working with him at Valhalla, and I hope you check out our stuff. And with any luck, I'll be making some more videos like this, provided I can hold my nerves and not say too many crazy things. And we'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.